place, a relationship, a cause, a feeling. Every song has an inspiration, a muse. What if the song and the muse were reunited and the muse was finally given the microphone? This One's For You captures something very rare, an artistic discourse between songwriters and inspirations.
I'm Phil Lang, and I wrote the song Stand Still, which is about the relationship between a soldier and his or her country. What is given, what is owed, what's at stake. And today I'll play it for Bill.
And my name is Bill DeWitt. I'm a veteran of Vietnam. I served as an infantry platoon leader and a company commander from 67 to 68. After my tour, I became a licensed drug and alcohol counselor and marriage and family therapist. In my 30 years of practice, I worked with a wide range of veterans from World War II through Afghanistan.
No, my Samuel. No, my Samuel. Don't you dare lead me on, don't you dare lead me on today, 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 today. No, don't you dare lead me on, don't you dare lead me on today, today. Too much at stake, let it go. But I just can't let you go. Everybody come in, nobody gonna stay, nobody gonna stay. Everybody promise, a bumper sticker promise, don't matter what you say, just say it with grace. And oh my good old days, so romantic when we recreate. Let it go, but I just can't let you go. Let it go. No, my love will drown you. No, my love has killed. Oh, my devotion will confound you. Oh, my love stands still.
So thank you for that performance. It was really touching and really powerful. I'm grateful that you got caught up in this, and I'm grateful that you're given an expression in the way you are. And I think in the absence of sane voices asking the kinds of questions that you're asking, we get lost. We as a culture, and I think individuals get lost. I'd be willing to bet that there will be veterans who will hear this song and they'll go, how did he know? How did he know? And there'll be veterans who hear the song and they'll go, wow, that's a question I have to ask myself. How did I get from here to here? And how confounded is my love? Is my love killed me? I mean, I think it's right on. I think it's exactly right. And I have to say, honestly, I wish there were more voices like yours who were raising these questions, who were challenging the status, because...
Do you think there's a gap? I mean, you were talking about earlier, but is there a gap, a generational gap, where these, and you had mentioned the draft, but we're not engaging in these, I mean, they're not debates, in the discourse of what is happening, because we're allowed to be removed from it.
You know, one of the beauties of Vietnam, if there's anything beautiful about it, it energized a populist base of people who stood up and say, wait a minute, is this necessary? Do we really need to be slaughtering people on the other side of the world? And since Vietnam, that question hasn't been asked. It's been plastered over. All the edges have been carved off, and now we have heroes. We have these clean killing machines, and we all get distracted by stuff and don't really understand our culpability, our moral responsibility.
Being in such close proximity to you while playing the song, it was very hard, because I didn't want to stare at the ground the whole time. It was very hard to look up, because I didn't know if I was supposed to be in whatever headspace you're in when you're listening. You know, I found myself, my mind, going to, I wonder what he's thinking about right now. And should I enter that space? Or, you know, even through eye contact, it was very, I mean, there's anxiety into performing for one person, whether it's like a girl I like, or, you know, but then like this is heavy, fragile stuff. So what, I mean, if I might ask, what was maybe going through your head as I performed?
Oh, you know, at different times I thought about different things. At one point, there was a man who was one of my partners at the end, and he died in my arms. And yours, you know, don't leave me on, just tapped right into that for me. It's like, fuck. I mean, we were kind of down toward the end, and I trusted him with my life, and he trusted me with his life. And there were, from my original company of 120, there were probably 10 of us left. And he was gonna, it was his last day in the bush. It was his last day in the bush. And he and I we got put in a situation by some other people who weren't taking care of their shit. They were absolutely irresponsible. And I turned to him and I said, Dutch, we gotta spread out. And he took 4 steps and was shot by an NVA who was and I killed the NVA. It was like one of those things, it's like slow motion, you know. I was moving twice as fast as everything around me. I shot this NVA and I got a machine gun and I went down to where Dutch was and he was dead. And I just, you know, was it worth it? how could that be? You know, how could that be? And so there's parts of me that I have an intellectual map that gives me some clarity. I've healed because I've been fortunate enough to have the time to try to understand what happened and what's happened to veterans after war after war after war. And I've had the good fortune to have love in my life. And I'll carry, just like your grandfather, I'll carry the pain of this to my grave. It's just the way it is. And nobody escapes that. It doesn't matter how noble your purpose or how disciplined you are.
It hurts to see or listen to you tell your personal experiences. You hurt for the person telling these stories. But I would feel worse if it didn't have any reaction. And it's weird because when I write something, you want it to feel true. It doesn't need to be the truth. It has to feel true. And sometimes that doesn't manifest itself into high fives and hugs, you know?
Right.
So it's a very strange feeling to feel like I'm relieved that it had an emotional impact on you, but I don't feel good about it.
It's not pain that you've created. Trust me, it's not. And that you should create a vehicle that becomes a catalyst for some expression of that. But it doesn't re-injure me. It's not like, it's okay. Actually, you know, it's really okay. I'm not ashamed of the tears and the pain that I have. Not that you're saying I should be, but it's not like, I don't feel like it's imposed externally. It's more, that's the price of pool. I mean, you know, if you jump off into that craziness, that's what happens. And it happens to everybody who does it, who gets off. And so I appreciate your concern, but, and I hope there are veterans. I hope there gets enough play out. I hope there are enough people that are exposed to it and connect the pieces and understand. And I think there will be a lot of people that will go, whoa, and be touched by it in a really profound way.
Bill, I'd like to thank you for participating in this experience and listening to the song and talking about your experiences with me. I was pretty nervous coming into this, but I thought it was important, and you've only increased my feeling of how important it is that that these conversations take place, and that music or art is a doorway in. So thank you very much.
Likewise, thank you. Yeah. And I think that's right. That's exactly right. Art and music in your song transcends. It speaks in a very primal way. And as I said, the sorrow, you tapped into it, and boy, I honor that. I honor that. I know where that is, and so will a lot of other vets who listen to your song.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Can I play your guitar now?
Yes, absolutely. Take it, have it. Absolutely.